Hello everyone, I am Sudipta. Welcome you all to my channel CAD Tutorials. Today it's our part 4 of complete AutoCAD tutorial course. I am going to draw this figure 2. Here we will apply circle tool. Going to circle tool, clicking on it. Now here in the drawing window I am taking a point to specify the center of the circle. You see here the radius is 30 and another is radius 40. So I will draw these two circles first. Typing 30, enter, and pressing enter again to activate the circle tool. Taking center with the help of O snap here. Now typing 40 for another circle radius value. So another circle is drawn. Now you see here it is given 87, that is the distance between the two center. Here are also two circles. So for that I am going to circle tool, and with the help of O track I am going here. O snap is activated, center point is showing, just coming downward and typing the value 87. Then pressing enter. Now you see a point is taken as center point of the circle. This point is at 87 mm distance from the other center point. Here I am typing radius 20 and then pressing enter to get the circle. Pressing enter again to enter the circle command and clicking here to take the center point and typing value 30 and pressing enter. So we have got. Now I am going to check with dimension tool the distance between these two. Linear distance, click here, taking a point here and taking a point here and clicking a third point here to place the dimension. You see the distance is 87. So in this way we can take the distance, we can specify the distance with the help of O snap and O track. O track is here just at the left hand side of O snap button. Now we have to draw a arc here which is tangentially touching the upper 40 radius circle and 30 radius circle, and in this portion also. So for that we can use circle tool. Again clicking another option, clicking at the down arrow of the circle. Here you see, click. Now you see tan radius option is there. Tan radius, I am activating it because here you see the radius of this arc which is tangentially touching these two circles is 30 mm. So I am going here, you see tangent is showing tan radius, our option for drawing circle. So I am clicking here when it is showing deferred tangent, and here also deferred tangent showing. I am clicking now. Now I have to type the radius value of the circle, that is 30, then pressing enter. You see the circle is drawn. So I am going to circle tool again. You remember the option tan radius, that is tangent radius, clicking on it. Again coming here, when it is showing tangent I have clicked. Again I am clicking here on showing tangent, deferred tangent, click, and I need not to type the 30 mm value again because you see in the command window it is showing 30 by default. The previous value is in its memory. I have to just press enter. So 30 mm radius value is taken automatically. Now see the outer portion of this circle is not required here also, and here these bigger circles, this portion which I am showing with my cursor is not required, and the lower circle here also this portion is not required. So to cut these unwanted portions, I will use trim tool. Going to trim tool, it is in the modify panel. Here in the first line, move, rotate and then trim, or that means you know already erase tool just at the left side of the trim tool. Here it is also a down arrow. Clicking here, there are two options, trim and extend. Now we will learn the trim. That's why I am clicking on trim tool. You see trim is here, going downward. Now see the command window, what options are coming. Select object to trim or shift select to extend. That means using this tool we can trim as well as extend. First we will learn to trim. So select object to trim. I want to select here. It is showing preview. It will be cut. I am clicking here, and here also I can click to cut, and here also I will click, and here. So you see it is very easy. I have clicked on trim tool and our cursor changed into a big box, and we have selected the unwanted portion by left mouse button click and then pressing enter to complete. So it is our simplest example of use of trim tool, and we have completed our figure 2. Again, to show trim tool, I will draw some lines. Okay, I am changing the color of these 3 lines. I have selected them first by mouse click, that is noun verb selection procedure, and then here in the properties bar you see here bilayer, 3 bilayer text is written. So here it is the object color button. Clicking here we will get a list of the color, and I am going to select the green one and then pressing escape key to remove the selections. Now you see the color of these 3 lines are changed. In this way, if I want, I can select this one, and by clicking this one and going to apply color on them, that is going to apply properties, change properties on these 2 selected lines, and clicking here in the color portion, this is bilayer, click and selecting red color, click. Now they are selected, so I am pressing escape to cancel this selection. Their color is changed. Now trim again, going to trim tool, but here what I will do, first going to trim all these 3 lines at a time, not clicking single. So clicking here outside, then just moving my cursor to the left hand side direction. You see a imaginary line is showing, and click here, so they will be cut at a time. Now again, if I click here and then go upward direction, this line is touching all these lines and they are being cut with respect to every cross point. I am pressing my right mouse button. Here I am getting a pop-up menu. From here I can get all the options which are under trim tool presently showing in the command window. You see cutting edges, crossings, mode, project, erase, undo. So I am going to select undo to get back all these. Suppose I have clicked here, this portion is cut, but then I thought that I needed to cut this. So I am just pressing and holding shift key, then clicking here. You see it is extended. So in this way I can extend also. Though I am in trim tool, I can extend by pressing and holding shift key, then click. I am pressing and holding shift key, then showing. Here I am clicking. So this line is increasing up to the nearest boundary. Clicking here, this line is increasing. Clicking here. These two lines are not getting any boundary because the area we can see up to here, there is no boundary being shown. That's why it's not increasing. Actually there is boundary here. Now you can increase this. Click here, click here. You can see that they have increased. I am cutting by selecting here, clicking here, clicking here. So to extend any line, we need a visible boundary. If the boundary exists but it's beyond our visibility, that means beyond our drawing window, which we cannot see, we have to pan to see it. It will not work as a boundary. Now suppose this red line I have to cut from this lower green line to upper green line. Then I have to click here 1, 2, 3, 4 times. But if I need to cut it at a time, then I have to select cutting edge. For that I am going to either right click and select cutting edge option from here, or in the command window clicking here cutting edge, selected cutting edge. Now I have to specify the cutting edge. Here I am selecting this line as cutting edge, click and then pressing enter, then clicking the red line, and it will cut at a time with respect to this cutting edge. Pressing enter to come out. To show you the function of cutting edge option in trim, I have drawn these parallel lines and this line, these two vertical lines. Going to trim tool again. Now I am selecting cutting edge because I need to cut this red line from this cyan color line to this green color line, because if I want to cut by single cut, click 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 click, I have to click so many times and it will take time. So to reduce the cutting time, I am going to select cutting edge, then selecting this cyan line and green line as cutting edge, and to complete cutting edge selection I am pressing enter. Then I am going to select this vertical line, red line. Here you see, if I click, the preview is showing how it will be cut. I am clicking. So I have cut this line. I can again also cut this line because it is also touching the green line and cyan line and crossing the green line and cyan line. So I can click here and it is also cut. Pressing enter to come out of the command. For today I am finishing. Take a screenshot of these figures and try at your home. In our next tutorial we will continue with some other figures. Okay, thank you all for watching this video. If you like my video, please share and subscribe, and in our next tutorial we will meet again. Thank you. Goodbye.